Please help me in welcoming to the stage our moderator and esteemed panelists to the stage, starting with Moritz Manayertz, founder and CEO of Boat Trips Club, a global marketplace for curated boat experiences. Lorenz Manayert, award-winning Dutch entrepreneur and co-founder of Boat Trips Club. And again to the stage, Mr. Sriman Japadas, a global entrepreneur with 25 plus years of business leadership across 160 countries. Mr. Frank Beckman, founder and CEO of GVI Investment Advisory, helping startups scale and investors de-risk investments globally. And our moderator, Mr. Khaled Diab, global business leader with 26 plus years of leadership experience across 58 countries. Let's have a big round of applause to our panelists and our moderator.
Okay, good evening. Assalamu alaikum. So we have a very interesting session today. We are going to talk about reinventing travel and how startups are transforming the tourism economy. So in the panel today, we have Moritz, the founder and CEO of the Boat Trip Club. And also we have Lawrence, the co-founder of Boat Trips Club. Shriman Jabadaz, the co-founder of QI Group, with deep investment in travel, membership and resorts and hotels. Also we have Frank, the former CEO turned the strategic growth advisor across multiple markets. So thank you for being with us today. We have 15 minutes, so let's go straight. Our first question to the panel today. When we say travel is being reinvented, are we talking about a better booking, better experience, or a completely new tourism economy? We can start with Moritz, and we say, let's hear from the founder first, the CEO.
First of all, thank you so much for having us here. It's a real pleasure. It is a really good question, to be honest, because what we are seeing, especially in our industry, that the market is currently chasing from an offline market to an online market. So before you could go to a beautiful destination, you could walk on the beach and you could find some experience that you think, wow, I hope no one will come here. But currently with the AI, with the change in the industry, it will not be there anymore because everyone will find those things online.
That's true. That's true. So it comes to Lawrence. Let's take a deep dive in the operation. How the operations are changing right now in the tourism industry.
So that's an amazing question. And I also just want to quickly thank you for having me here today on this panel. But operations in tourism is and can be a headache because tourism in general is very operations heavy. Now, what we see, especially with the rise of AI, is that if you are able to implement AI in such a way that you can automate these very small and annoying tasks, like for example, customer communications, follow-ups, maybe some email things, SMS, it can be anything. But this way, you can take off some time and weight off your shoulders and of your team's shoulders and focus on the real thing, which is the actual experience, which people are actually going to do.
Brilliant. So it comes to the next question to Shriman Jabadaz. From your world of membership and resorts, what do you see is changing right now?
Well, like you mentioned about bookings and experience, these are not, it's really more of stages. Booking is because for convenience, and if you add experience, that is you're setting up a bar. But I believe the new economy right now is the wellness and longevity. In fact, today we're no longer selling a destination. We're no longer selling flights, but we're selling transformational experiences because people want to go to a place wherein they could be transformed. they want to become who they want to be. And so this is like the new thing right now. And Global Wellness recently published a data, 2024, that it is a 894 billion dollar industry, this new economy. So that means like every $5 you have that $1 with you. So it's the biggest market right now. So yeah.
Amazing. So, Frank, from an advisor point of view, do you think the transformation is really happening or just a package from the travel agencies?
That's a very good question. I think there's always a transformation, especially now when technology kicks in. So AI does not only allow us to have online communication in tourism, but it also allows us to customize experiences to the individual. This is new, and this allows a new market. This allows a new approach. And this is why we need such great founders here and innovators to come with new ideas, to test them on the market, and if it works, to commercialize. And I think only if we have such courageous and ambitious founders, we can make a change.
Our second question to the panel. Travel is exciting, but scaling is a little bit messy and difficult, not easy. When a travel business grows fast, what breaks fast? And how to fix it? We can start with Lawrence. What breaks when you scale fast?
That is, I would say, another great question. What we have seen, and the thing that breaks the quickest, is actually the system that you have built before. Because, for example, when we started Boat Trips Club, before we were scaling to 5 destinations, so we built a system to handle 5 destinations. Then quickly we scaled to 10 destinations, 15 destinations, 20 destinations. So that means you have to keep on adapting your system and your backend and your operations. Now, luckily, as a startup, I would say your main advantage is speed. So you're able to pivot very quickly when things change. And that is something that we are very good at. So definitely the main thing that breaks, I would say, is definitely going to be the system or the operations, just because it is such a complex industry and it has so much that comes with it.
Can I just add to that one, because
Yeah,
it's something that I experienced. Okay, so basically, in my experience, what breaks first is my soul. When I say soul, that hospitality, the hospital people you have, because it's so easy to scale right now. But scaling the hospitable people in your team is not something you do overnight. You could create sales overnight, but training people to be,
Exactly.
that breaks right
Yeah.
away. If you cannot scale that, it breaks your business.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's definitely a very big challenge as well. Especially nowadays, it's very difficult to find good people, and people that share your same vision and share your passion for a company as well. Yeah.
It's one of the most difficult to find this, I agree. So, Frank, what is the classical mistakes which founders confuse when they have fast momentum while scaling?
The biggest challenge or problem really I realized working with startups is that founders have a great idea, but they are not necessarily the entrepreneurs to commercialize and scale that. Very often bringing an idea to the market, but scaling a company in terms of administration, people, legal, and all these stuff, that doesn't work together. Very often you need different people. So you have the people who build it up, but then giving it away to another CEO or CFO who manage all the administration, the growth, and the expansion for that one. I think that is key. That's the most important thing I've seen so far.
So, Moritz, from the CEO point of view, or from the CEO seat, what's the hardest to protect as you grow fast? Is it the quality, trust, margins, or culture?
What is, for my personal experience, the most difficult is to adjust per destination. So what you were just telling about, that you make a system for 5 destinations, you need to adjust this. How I also experience it is that for every single city, we need to make a new business plan. So we have one system that works in a country or in a place like Africa. It will not work in Asia or in Europe or in the Caribbean. So that is our challenge. That per destination we have a different. We need to adjust our business model basically.
Shriman Javadaz, in hospitality and travel community, what tend to break first from your experience?
I just mentioned the first thing to break is really the soul of the company because you cannot scale that easily. So that's always the situation. The rest you could scale fast, especially right now, but scaling people to that top service, that top experience they could give to customer is not that easy. So once we lose that, okay, so you lose the trust of the customer because the promise and the deliverable you cannot match. Yeah.
True. 5 years from now, what will separate the travel agencies that truly win from those who grow for a while? I appreciate if you answer in 30 seconds. Starting from Shriman.
What's the question again? Oh, sorry.
5 years from now,
5 years from now.
what will separate the travel agencies or companies that truly win from those who just grow for a while, temporarily? And what will really matter in the next 5 years?
I believe that if you get the trust of a customer, you have a business that would last you a generation. That's what's important for me.
Frank, what does durable, not just fast growth, look like from your side?
I think we don't know how things are looking in 5 years because things are changing so fast. Just imagine that we don't have any physical travel anymore, but we do with 3D glasses and with the new metaverse, immersive digital travels, which lowers our
So you can
CO2
travel from home.
footprint. You can travel from home. You don't have these negative experience of traveling with planes or whatever, delays and all things. It's more convenient actually, and if you can feel the sensation because it's all about experience, I think that might kick in not in 5 years but maybe in 10 years, and that would change dramatically. But for these one, we also some good founders who start with that one and test the waters.
True. Moritz, how do you build a true category leader in such crowded tourism space?
Yeah, that is also a really good question. What I do is I always try to be involved in the day-to-day operation. Of course, 5 years ago, it was way more easy when we just had one employee and one destination, or at least a little bit more. But at least once a month, I try to get in to talk with the sales team, with the operations team, and also with the direct customers. Because we also learned in the past that we can only learn from the real customer that we have, their opinion, their feedback. So I always try to be involved as much as I can.
What about you, Lawrence? Especially you are more into AI and technology. So what will make you the real winner in the next 5 years?
So I think that it would definitely be our ability to still be able to provide that genuine and amazing experience to our customer, let's say now 5 years, plus being able to have our operations pretty smooth, automized, and I'm pretty sure that with what we are doing in our exact category, that it's going to be very hard for competitors to actually reach up to our level and get to our speed with our experience and at the pace that we're moving.
Our last question for tonight. I want to close with one quick sentence from each one of you. For the next generation of founders in the travel industry, what is the one principle they must never forget? Can you start with Frank?
Passion and resilience. That's it.
Lawrence?
I would say discipline and dedication.
Moritz?
Stay responsible for your company, your team.
Love that. Shriman?
We raise ourselves. We raise others by raising ourselves. That's very important for the team. In fact, it's our mission in our company, raising ourselves to help mankind. So,
Amazing. So we had here tonight from the experts in the field. They are coming from different paths, but they are almost in the same field, from the consultancy, from the membership, from the boats. So we'd like to thank you so much for all the insights, and wish you an amazing night. Thank you so much.
thank you,
Thank you.
Khaled.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Mastermind!